It's something you dream of on this big of a rink and that situation. He did a good job in front. The puck kind of squirted out to me, and I put it on net and went in. It was awesome. It was fun.
You guys surprised it went to overtime after what you did to them in the first period?
Yeah, it's not the way you write it up. After about 4, and we kind of laid back, and they came pretty good. It's a good hockey team, and we found a way to win. That's what we've done all year, and it's a recipe for our success. Moving forward, we'd like to keep the pedal down and put teams away.
In a situation where you stole three goals in the guy in 30 seconds, do you think you kind of had the kid spin? Were you surprised that he, in regulation, was pretty solid the last 2 periods against you guys?
Yeah, you think a goaltender would be rattled, giving up 3 goals in 30 seconds, and they left him in there. We were kind of surprised, and we didn't get a lot of traffic or shots in the second period. And I think that kind of gave him some confidence for the rest of the game.
It was a unique experience. Just first off, I thought just the whole Madison Square Garden experience was phenomenal. Our fans, and that was pretty cool. We still are a relatively young program. I know we're in our 18th year of Division I, but we're still relatively young, and we're still building that fan base. And moments like this, moments like 3 years ago when Frozen 4 and voted 1, and now we're voted 1 this week, and it just galvanizes our university, and this is why our president put all the resources into hockey, and obviously we're following through with that. But it was a pretty special moment tonight.
Coach, did you feel you got away from your game, or did they take you out of it with the way that they were in?
I think it was a little bit of both. You get up 4-0, and we talked about it. We got to keep going, and I thought, when they made it 4-2, I mean, they didn't have a lot of scoring chances. They just finished when they had chances, and you got to give Harvard credit. Like, they battled, and I was pretty impressed with how they battled. I mean, it doesn't happen often. You're down 4-0 and you come back and get in a game. Let alone a guy like we were number 1 in the country in goals against. So we got to give Harvard credit. They battled and finished their chances. The 4-3 goal, I mean, that could be goalie interference. I think it depends on the look you have. If you look at the camera down, it doesn't look like anything. It should be a penalty, but I don't know if the referees had that look. To be fair to them, I don't think they did. And it's part of life, and you got to move on. And it's 4-3, and then we got rattled, and I thought we really got outside our game there. And again, so I think it was a little combination. We weren't mature enough to handle that second period when they started to come, and I thought Harvard was really good. They got some energy and started playing hard, and that's a game of hockey. But I thought we had a really good third, and played well in overtime.
Okay, just those individual efforts though by Harvard, there's something you can tell the guys who team periods that can specifically contend against them.
I think the one thing that we tell our guys, every time we've played Harvard the last couple of years, is like, you're never out of a play. You aren't. The way that they can beat 1, 2, Tyler Moy beat 2 guys, like, you're never out of it. In the first period, I thought we just kept coming and back pressuring the puck, and so if they beat 1 or 2 guys, we always talk about one of your brothers is going to bail you out. And I thought in the second period we did not do that. I thought we started taking shortcuts. Guys were a little tired. I think we got caught up in the moment a little bit. Our legs got a little heavy. And then again, we had a better third period. And I think a real key to the game tonight was us playing 4 lines for most of the night. So all 4 lines were going, and I think we would have been in trouble if we had to go 3 lines tonight.
Questions for Coach Pecknold? Derek hadn't scored until the break, and now he has 3 in the game size. What's changed with them?
He's been great all year. Just puck's going in that for him. But Derek's he's a great kid. Just gets better and better each season. He started as an 8th defenseman his freshman year, and now he's our 2 or 3. And sometimes it's just pucks go in, sometimes they don't. But he's been awesome all season. He's been excellent. Big reason why we're where we are.